Hello, friends. This is day 3 of trying out Ableton, of the free 30-day trial that they provide. So yeah, this is day 3. Today, I'm pretty excited because one of my YouTube friends, Lotus Tunes on YouTube, recommended me a Max for Live device to use called Sting, and it's used to create drum grooves and stuff like that. So I'm really excited. I highly recommend you guys go and check out his stuff. I'm sure if you use Ableton, you're pretty familiar with his videos because he has some great content. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys. This is his channel, Lotus Tunes Academy. Shout out. Yeah, he recommended me this Max for Live device called Sting. So I was watching his video earlier to kind of try to see how it works, and I'm gonna give it a try. Let's see. First step is let's put the BPM up a little bit. 123. And let's get a kick. Also, I need some help. I mean, I guess I could just look it up, right? But like, for example, in FL Studio, we have Edison. And in Edison, I can just record audio in there, cut it up, and then save it, like export it individually and save samples through Edison, right? It's really fast. It's really nice. Is there an Ableton version of that? Or is there a way for me to do that in Ableton kind of quickly, I guess? Because, like, for example, if I have a kick that I make and I edit and I do, for example, these past 2 days, I've been using this kick sample. Well, first of all, let me put in a sampler. I really need to create a template so that I don't have to do this every time. Save myself some time. For example, I put in sampler, right? And then I go into the samples. It's this kick right here, soft. I really like this kick. Boom. I just want one. I don't want the loop. And then I just double click here. Let's load it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then just that's in loop. And we play it. I have to be in. Why isn't it playing it? There. Playing it. Now I go in here. I do a little chain. I add a compressor and saturation. So I just go into saturation first. And then I do some compression with the loud needless. I can just up this. Say I like this kick, right? I like this chain. How do I record this kick and put it into my library so that I don't have to recreate this again? That's kind of what I want to figure out. Ow. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm trying to figure out. Let's see. How to record samples in Ableton and save. Quickly saving audio samples in Ableton to use later. Let's watch this video real quick.
things that say you want to keep from a song you produced. Here's a track that we're looking at right now. I'm working on right now. It's not quite done. It's called Funk It Up because I'm all about that funky, fresh stuff. Shout out to my boy Slink who has inspired the funk out of me recently with this track. So I'll play it real quick and then I'm going to show you how I vary of things. I use my user library. You can see I have a samples folder and I have a spoken word folder. And I'm going to show you how to save a lot of these samples that I grabbed off of YouTube that I can use in later productions from this user library folder. I'm going to show you the process of how I save these types of samples to use later in other songs. Let's listen to the song first and then I'll kind of walk you through of how to save and create your own samples that you've used in productions to grab later. So let's just check the song out. You can hear a lot of these vocal background shots going on here. Just to chop them up into these pieces of audio that you see here. So, but if you try to save this as it is, by going into the sample box and just hitting save or right-clicking on the title of the audio sample and choosing show in browser, if I do that, it's going to show me where this audio clip lives in this current project. And it's going to be super long. Like, as you can see, it's a really, really long sample. And I may not want to save that entire thing, so I'm going to have to go back later and try to chop it all up all over again. And I just spent a lot of time doing that, as you can see here. So if I wanted to use maybe just this one little sound or this one little piece of audio, say this guy right here, then what I would do is you can use the consolidate feature. You just right-click on a small cut-up audio clip, then I can choose consolidate or Command-J. Shortcuts are awesome, right? And that'll literally just cut that audio sample short. So now rather than being one huge, really long sample that's just chopped, it consolidates that audio clip. So now this audio clip only lives within that one little chunk that we're looking at right here, which is great for saving and using later because I only want this one little chunk. So what I'll do is I'll just take this and then I can right-click if I want to save this later. I'll choose show in browser and then I can name this whatever I want. So let's listen. Just call it loud screech. I'll just call this loud screech. And then now what I can do is I can grab this and drag it into my user library, and then I can put that in the appropriate folder. So scratches and effects might be better for that. Now I can drag it into there. And that's a really good way just to take anything, any piece of audio. If you have like a chunk of audio and you want to save it later, having a well-organized user library full of those samples and one-shots and things.
So consolidating it and then saving it. Got it. But, whoops. But, what I want to know is, how do I, for example, with a kick like this, I can't really consolidate this. Normalize crop sample. There you go. Okay, that's step one. What would I need to put at the end here in order to record? Would I need to record it as an audio file? I don't even know how to ask this question in order to find my answer. Save samples with the effects on in Ableton. The preset folder stores instruments. No, I don't want to save it as a preset. All right, let's listen to this. So what I want to do is spend some time creating my own samples, not as a part of a specific project, maybe during a synth, I have a folder. So if I record some audio in sessions, I want to save quickly in customer samples. Can I just drag the clip into the folder in the browser, or do I need to create these clips as the audio file on your disk? Why move that into folder structure? If you're looking to create a library for yourself of audio clips you've created, you need to start organized at the beginning and stay organized. Normally what I do is record the clip I'm looking to export by routing the audio to an audio track, record it, then export it. There's got to be an easier way than having to do all these things. I do not want to start off this video like this, but I feel like it's pretty important to learn and it's part of the process. So I want to figure this out. Let me ask AI, Copilot from Bing. Let's see here. In Ableton, I have a kick sample that I have added effects to. How can I render and export this new sample to save in my library? Let's see what Bing has to say. Sure, here's a step-by-step guide on how to render and export your kick sample in Ableton Live. Set a loop brace along the full length of the sample by dragging the loop start and end points into position. Make sure to unmute the track you want to render. Choose Export Audio from the File menu or use shortcut Shift-CMD-R. Set your preferred rendering setting. Next, choose the location. Click Save. This will create a new audio file with your kick sample. Is there a faster way to do this? You can use external audio effect device to render audio in real time. Here's how. Add Live's external audio effect device to a spare audio track. Within the external audio effect device, select any channel for audio from. Set the dry wet knob to 0%. Press Command Control Shift R to export the audio. Live now renders the set in real time. This method can be faster, especially for shorter samples or when you're working with a powerful computer. Okay, I don't think I understand what that means still. Add Live's external audio effect. Let me see what effects this audio effects. Delay, distortion, EQ, hardware, control, modulation. Audio effect rack, amp, beat, delay, echo, external audio effect. Let me see. What if I put that here? Audio from. Within the external audio effect device, select any channels for audio from. Set the dry wet knob to 0%. Press Control Shift R. That's not a faster way to do it though. Let's see. Is there a device that does it? There's gotta be a Max for Live device that does that, right? There has to be. Let me see. I'm gonna look it up. Okay, in FL Studio, we have Edison to record audio. What is the Ableton? Come on, baby. In Ableton, there isn't direct equivalent of FL Studio's Edison. However, Ableton provides several features and tools that can be used to achieve similar results. Arrangement view and clip view. You can edit samples as clips in the arrangement view. Simpler sampler. There are Ableton's native sampling devices. They allow you to manipulate audio in a variety of ways, similar to Edison's functionalities. Audio recording. Ableton has robust audio recording and editing capabilities. You can create a new audio track. Select what you want to record as the input. Arm the track and put mode in this device to render audio in real time. Fuck, man. Come on. There's gotta be a way. There's gotta be an easier way. There's gotta be an easier way, bro. Come on. is to save the settings. If I right click here, that's not it. Let's see, there's MIDI effects, max for live, audio effect. What does this do? That's not it. Instrument, MIDI effect, align delay, sampler, envelope, expression, notes, clips. What are clips? Like loops? Yeah. Drums, sounds. What if I put come on. Recording audio samples. Let's see.
Is the audio editing tool. So today we're going to dive into all of those functions. Every clip, there is this header bar here, and that's where the title is of that clip. Actually, one of the most is a whole cut it and allow me to paste it. Learning.
Dang, bro, somebody help me out. Somebody help me out if you know about Ableton. I got 2 viewers, so if one of you 2 know what I'm trying to do here. It's because I don't know how to word it. What I'm trying to learn, I don't know how to word. Let's see. I want to export. It's because if I use the word export, it means that I have to click here, go to export audio, and then export what? This? I have to do it all individually. There's no way for me to just drag and drop from here to here. What is this called? This is the what? Effect rack? Okay, let's ask. Is there a way to drag and drop a sound from the effect rack to samples in Ableton? The effect rack in Ableton is used for processing, manipulating sounds, not for generating or exporting them. However, you can resample the sound you've processed in the effect rack and save it as a new sample. Here's how. Create a new audio track, set its input type to resampling, arm the track for recording, play the sound you've processed in the effect rack, record it in new audio track. Once recorded, you can right-click on top of the clip and choose Show in Browser. This will locate the recorded audio in Ableton's browser. From there, you can drag and drop it into your user library or any other location in your samples. Remember, this method records the output of the effect rack as it is played in real time. So make sure to solo the track with the effect rack or mute all other tracks to avoid recording unwanted sounds. Yeah, there's a faster way to save the processed sound from the effect rack that sample in Ableton Live. You can use the freeze track and flatten features. After you've added and adjusted your effects in the effect rack, right-click on the track header and select freeze track. Once the track is frozen, right-click again and right-click again on the track header and select flatten. This will render the track with all the effects applied and replace the original audio with the processed audio. Now you can simply drag and drop this new audio clip into your user library or any other location in your samples. This method is faster because it eliminates the need to create an audio track and set it to resampling. However, please note that once the track is flattened, the effects in the effect rack are rendered into the audio and cannot be adjusted anymore. So make sure to save a copy of your original track if you want to keep the flexibility to adjust the effects later. So what did it say? After you've added your effects in the effect rack, right-click on the track header and select freeze track. On the track header, freeze track. Boom. Okay. Boom. Flatten track. So now if I go in here, and I select this, can I export this? Are you kidding me? There's no like save feature. Can I do it here? Edit, beats, clip, audio, transform. Can I just drag and drop? No. A warp marker pins a location with the sample to a specific beat time. Double click to delete the warp marker. Drag to stretch or compress the sample. Temporarily disables the grid, moves the waveform. I'm losing my mind here, bro. Come on. There's gotta be a way to just save this, man. Extract groove, loop selection, convert melody, convert drums, normalize clip sample, crop clip sample to time selection, manage sample file. Show in browser. Ugh, my brain hurts. My brain hurts. Okay. Say the sample I have is a kick that has so we need to use a simpler. Man, this is fucking driving me crazy. I'm sure it's not as complicated as it seems. So here's the file. I can drag and drop this into my user library. I got samples here. Can I create any folder? Yes, I can. Call this kicks. And I can just drag and drop that in there. So if I go show in browser, rename. Why didn't it fucking rename it? There you go. And I just put that into my user library. Kicks. This action will stop audio proceed. Yes, it's fine. We're a little slower today, but that's okay. Only autofocus can be inserted into an audio track. Okay, then don't fucking insert it then. If I put user library and I trim this down and I crop it, and now can I save this? I am losing my mind. Losing it. Losing it. Losing, 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 losing. You know what? Fuck it. I will figure that out later. For now, let's just keep it moving. I'm gonna use simpler, add to favorites, go here. Simpler. I'm gonna expand this. I'm gonna put this in as favorite. Throw this in here. Grab my kick. Throw that in there. Shrimp this down. Crop sample. Double click. We got the kick. Control R. Kick. I can probably okay. You know what I should probably look up is how to
We're going to try to make samples out of this song here. You know, some drums, some basses. See how easy? I'll make 2 audio tracks. One to put all the samples in. Call it eradicate samples. And then this will be resampling. I'm going to put this on resampling. Set it to record. We'll just record all kinds of different sounds. So like the kick, for example. You can solo it. Hit record. We have a kick. Now we can go ahead and record a snare. Settle that, make sure it's good. Then we have this, the main lead. Now we have filter right there. Bars right here. Got my ARP. Filter triplet gun. Vault. Filter. And then we have crop. Cool. Now then we're going to add a new folder. We're going to then add folder. Music. Get that new play. Okay. I have to right click crop each clip. Now with them all cropped, we can simply drag into the folder, hit enter, and then we have crop. Cool.
So,
Over here.
what the fuck did he do?
We're going to try to make samples out of this song here.
Uh-huh.
You know, some drums, some basses. See how easy? I'll make 2 audio tracks.
Two
One
audio
to put all the
tracks.
samples in. Call it eradicate samples. And then this will be resampling. We're going to put this on resampling. But it's record. We'll just record all kinds of different sounds. So like the kick, for example.
What are you recording it on? Resampling?
Record. We have a kick. Now
I don't understand. I'm just gonna look that up later because I don't want to spend too much time trying to figure that out, honestly. The main purpose of this video was to use that Sting Max for Live device. Let me move this over. Just get some hats, maybe a shaker. Actually, let me look it up right now. Resampling in Ableton. 5 ways to resample.
Hey everyone,
in
how's it
Ableton.
going? We're looking at Ableton Live today and resampling in Live. There are 5 ways to do it, which I'm going to show you, and you can figure out which one works best for you and stick with that. So first off, what is resampling? It's pretty much just recording what you hear is like a lazy way of thinking of it, but it's kind of true. It basically turns multiple tracks of audio into one new singular clip, which can make it easier to kind of manage in your project. You can also just turn one track into a new clip, and usually you do that if you have like effects and stuff on it. If I had lots of reverb and processing on these pads here and then kind of wanted to print the results, we'd use resampling for that as well. You might also resample because it saves CPU. So in this case, I've got a synth with a bunch of chords, and if that had lots of oscillators and stuff active, then that would actually use up a lot. And so resampling does make sense in that case as well. Okay, so we're going to look at the 5 methods. The first method is, we'll just call it resample method, because that's what it's called in Ableton. Basically, what you need to do to find that is these buttons on the right here. You need to click the I/O one, and then that will show you inputs and outputs for all of your tracks. Now, you can see it picking up my mic as external in, but if you click there, you can choose any other track in your session as an input for that track to record. And there's even easier, there's just one called resampling. And this resampling mode will just record whatever you hear. So if we were just to solo something and record it, we would hear just that on the recording. And that's a totally valid way of doing things. Just pick the things you want to resample as solo, because, you know, this is a template session I set up for this tutorial, but in an actual song, you'll have, you know, you could even have 50 tracks or something. You just want to pick like 4 of them to resample. So it is easiest to just kind of hold control and solo which ones you want, and then bounce that down to a new track. Currently, I don't need to do that because we can see this is all I have in my session, and for the sake of the example, this will work fine. So I'll just show you what elements I am gluing together first. So we've got these little piano things here. It's just like a very simple note with some delay, and we got these pads here a little bit. And we might want to do, now that we've resampled it, is happen. And we've got it armed, and we'll hit record, and I'll show you what happens. Cool. So those 2 tracks have now been made into one new audio clip, and we'll just check it. Sweet. So we can hear its work there. And so one thing we might want to do now that we've resampled it is play with like warp or change the pitch or something. And then it's so much easier to fuck around with it just as one track, rather than, you know, warping this one and changing the pitch, then warping these and changing the pitch. And if they're all kind of part of the same element of your track, at a certain point, it does just make sense to kind of glue them together into a new audio clip, especially when you're working with, you know, layers of synths and things like that, or little percussive hits that you've all meticulously placed on the timeline and then need to get it into one solid block of audio. It's really good for that. So that's our first method. We'll just call that resampling method. The second one, so like I said, you can change the input on this track to kind of take the output from another track. So let's just grab our pad sound and we'll just make that the input. And now it also gives you this menu here, pre-effects, post-effects, and post-mixer. They do pretty much exactly what they say. So if we had some effects on this, which we don't really, it's just the EQ8, we would select pre-effects and it will just bypass them when we record. I don't really ever use that way of doing it, because usually if I'm resampling it, I want the effects on it. So you can probably safely ignore pre-effects, but it's good to know it's there. Post-effects will include the effects. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. And post-mixer will include the effects plus whatever mixer gain you have. So I tend to avoid post mixer because it will record with that -6 dip in it to this track, which I've also got on -6. That's another track default I use. And then you're kind of doubling the gain reduction in a way. So I avoid that. We'll set this to post effects and we'll hit record, and we will just be recording the pads, even though we're hearing the whole thing.
Okay. I guess I see kind of how that works now. I just wanted to avoid using, I don't know why, it feels more intimidating using the arrangement view, when really it's kind of the same thing. Let me try this again from the beginning. Why does it dip down like that? So now I have to go in here, add a new audio track, put this on resampling, or I can just drag it in from here, put post. I'll leave it in post mixer. And then I just record, arm it, record. That's it, that's all I want. Zoom in. Damn, bro, this is like my least favorite thing. I don't know how to zoom in properly because I'm so used to FL Studio's thing. Like here, it feels weird. Like it keeps moving like that, like stuttering. There's gotta be a better way, huh? If I go here and I put what? Crop clip. And then I put, I guess I would double click it. Something that's kind of interesting that I noticed is different than what this guy's video was showing is that for him, when he double clicked it, maybe it's because this is the old version of Ableton,
which I've also got on fleet post effects one. So like I said,
but
meticulously.
like he double clicked it and then this little window comes up that says sample and it has the save option, reverse edit, and then it has the warp and the timing. But that doesn't come up anymore here. Like it says audio. There's clip, which has the timing. There's audio, which has the warp, BPM, gain, pitch, reverse edit. But there's no more save feature. No sample editor application has been selected. Would you like to select one now? Okay, never mind. And then there's transform. But there's no save anymore. So I guess now I have to just go show in browser. Okay. Okay then. Still really trying to get used to Ableton. It's always the learning part that's a little slow in the videos, but that's okay. I'm losing my mind, bro. My gosh. This is my least favorite part. Okay, I'm gonna look up a video.
If you want to zoom into any part of your arrangement, highlight the area you want. Make sure that the MIDI keyboard icon is turned off, and then hit the Z key.
No, that's not what I want, dude. Jesus Christ.
Z to zoom in to the selection.
This is the 5th video in my Ableton Live Quick Tips series with the goal of showing you 100 essential efficient workflow techniques in 33 3-minute or less videos. This video and the next few.
Okay, well, hurry up then.
Hey, this is Brian Jackson, Ableton Certain Coaching, Consulting, and to a lot of these. And the first one we're going to start with is related to these H and W buttons that show up when you have the overview showing via the view menu. Now, even with the computer MIDI keyboard on, you can zoom the height or the width, like right here, and I select this range. Now, of course, you can press plus or minus to zoom in, but that's pretty slow. So I'm going to press Z, and that's going to zoom my width, and if I press Z again, it zooms the height. If I press Z one more time, it just goes back to the width, and then if I want to go back all the way out, I just press X. And then normally Z and X have to do with octave up or octave down when you have the computer MIDI keyboard on. Now, another way, if I just want to zoom the width really quick, if I go up to the bar beat ruler right below the overview and above the scrub area where you see the speaker, I just double click, and that's going to also zoom the width. Now, if I double click again, nothing happens. But if you just put the cursor anywhere on the timeline with no selection, and then you double click here, that is going to take you all the way out. So those are 3 really quick ways to zoom in, zoom out, and then to see exactly.
Okay, that's kind of what I needed. Because look at this. But also like moving left to right. Maybe that action too, like the auto scroll. I think that's in the preferences. Display. Theme. Audio file library. Show scroll bar, always follow behavior, scroll page. What does this mean? This determines the behavior of the follow switch in Live's control bar. Follow can operate by scrolling continuously or on a page by page basis. Never mind, that's not what I meant. When set to always, scroll bars will always be visible. When set to when scrolling, scroll bars will only appear when actively scrolling. Well, I click Z here, and it's not really zooming in the way. See, that's another thing. I don't want it to play when I click it like that. I'm trying to move this, but I guess. And like, how do I fucking move sideways, bro? My God. This is a visual overview of the clip. Entire content also serves as zooming hotspot. Click and drag horizontally to scroll. Click and drag vertically to zoom. Double click to zoom out all the way. Control plus scroll. Control plus Alt plus O. Show height overview. So double clicking zooms out. Double clicking. See, it zooms in. This zooms in more. What if I want to zoom in even more? Relax. Relax, please. Man, that's why I've been using just the session view, because arrangement view gives me such a headache, bro. Like navigating this, zooming in, like I'm trying to move it this way and it moves to the right instead of to the left. If I go this way, then it goes to the left. But then if I do it up here, it goes to the right, but it moves so slow. I wish it moved faster. And then, oh, man. What's up, Gangza? I'm struggling here. I'm struggling with the navigation. That's the worst, man. Because look, for example, here in FL Studio, easy. You go here, right? I right click. I can zoom in to like specific parts. Like say I want to go to 9, I just go to 9 and it moves really fast, really nice. Go to 1, it zooms in all the way to 1 with no problem. But here, if I want to do that, it's so slow. Like I can't fucking move it, bro. And I have to click this in order to go here. But it's like I can't get it all the way to the fucking side. And it just like loses itself. Oh my gosh. There's gotta be, I don't know, there's gotta be a video or something that I can watch that's gonna help me like navigate better. There's gotta be some kind of settings or something that I can change. What is it called? Arrangement view. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, you can add the speed of the scroll in Ableton's arrangement view. Here's how you can do it. Vertical scrolling. If you scroll your mouse wheel without holding any keys down, the arrangement view scrolls vertically. Does it though? No, it doesn't. It does not. That's not true. If you scroll your mouse wheel while holding the shift key, the arrangement view scrolls horizontally. Okay, that's true, but it's so slow though. Like, I wish I was just like, boom, 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 like really fast. But up and down doesn't scroll it up and down. But I guess because there is no up and down, there is no like, unless I make a bunch of tracks. Okay, now it does scroll up and down like this. Okay. Zooming in and out of horizontally. If you scroll your mouse wheel while holding the control key, the arrangement view zooms in and out horizontally. Okay. If you scroll your mouse wheel holding the Alt key, whatever clip your mouse pointer is hovering over the zoom in and out vertically. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're fucking talking. So shift moves it. It's real slow though, but it moves it side to side. Control zooms me in and out. I have to be right over it. I kind of want to just start tracks in the middle here. So that I have enough space. Because doing it from over here, it's too cluttered, it feels like. Why can't I move it? Come on, bro. Don't fuck with me. Stop, stop, stop. I don't like that either. I don't like that I play like this. Like that's I don't like that it scrolls like this. I don't want it moving. Is there a way to turn off auto scroll? Yes, there's a way to turn off auto scroll in Ableton's arrangement view. This feature is called the follow function. When the follow function is turned on, the arrangement display follows the song position and scrolls automatically. Here's how you can turn it off. Locate the follow switch in Ableton. Click on it to turn off the follow function. When the follow function is off, the arrangement display will pause if you make an edit or scroll the view horizontally in arrangement, or if you click on the beat time ruler. This allows you to have more control over the navigation in your arrangement view. Turn off the follow, locate the follow switch. Okay, well, where the fuck is that? Loop switch. Click here to activate the arrangement loop. This is automation arm. Follow. When enabled, the display will scroll during playback to keep the current song position visible. Follow behavior can be set to scroll continuously or on a page-by-page basis in the display preferences. Let's turn that off. There you go. God. I almost lost my mind there, bro. I just need to get used to it, especially the scrolling. The scrolling is what's really fucking me over. But now that I can just use this. But even then, look, you see how it just keeps moving to the left? Like I'm trying to keep it in the middle. And if I unscroll, you see how it just moves it to the left. And then it's hard to go back right where I was at. I'd rather just use this thing, but look at this thing. Like it sent me, who knows where it sent me now. I guess I have to do it like right where it's at. But like, look at that. God, man. Losing. My mind losing. Losing. I am losing. My mind losing. My mind lose. I gon' lose it. My mind lose. I keep losing. My mind lose. I'm losing. My All right. Here's my other question though. How do I turn this into one of these? Do I just pop? No clip selected. It is selected. You can arrange properties to select the clips vertically by dragging the mouse. But it's right here. Make a dubstep with operator. Hold on, I'm trying to figure some stuff out real quick. Lord have mercy. Okay, let me look it up. I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. How do I take an audio track from the bum 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 bum. Yes, you can take an audio track from arrangement view and turn it into a clip in session view in Ableton. Here's how you can do it. Select the clip in the arrangement view. Select the audio track that you want to convert it. Select the clip in the arrangement view. Select the audio track that you want to convert into a clip. Copy the clip. After selecting the clip, you can either use the shortcut Control L to make it a loop and then Control E to split the loop, or simply copy the clip using Control C. Switch to session view, press tab key on your keyboard to switch to session view, paste the clip. Alternatively, you can also drag and drop the clip from the arrangement view to session view. Oh, okay. So it's, I would just need to drag and drop it. So then I would select it, tab. Oh, does not select it. Let me zoom out here. Select it, drag, and drop it. Why is it giving me 4? I'm gonna have to consolidate, don't I? I'm gonna have to consolidate. Okay, so the audio editing is a little rough in Ableton, at least just because I need to get used to it, but also like it feels like it takes a little longer to do things with audio than it does in FL Studio. In FL Studio, I would just simply put in Edison, record it, and I got it. You know, I just got to put in Edison right here, record whatever I'm trying to record, drag it, save it. That's it. Okay, so now I'll just take this tab, drag it in there. And I just gotta put loop so that it keeps looping. There. Okay. Okay. Baby steps. Baby steps. Let's get a hat. Let's just start making a little groove, bro, because I never started making anything. So I'm already, what, an hour into the freaking stream and I haven't made anything really. It's okay though, learning process. That's another thing I hate. When I double click on accident, it replaces the file. It's not what I want. I'm gonna load up a MIDI track. I'm gonna put a sampler on it. And I'm gonna clone this a couple of times so I don't have to frickin' do that for the drums anymore. So now I can just go into the samples. What? Where's the, oh, it's right here. Man, I feel so slow. I thought I had added a freaking thing in there. Oh, I did. Why does it sound like that? Oh, I can't even hear it. Okay. Where's the pitch for this thing? Is there no pitch here? What the fuck? let me get some kind of pad going. I'm gonna use one that I made. Is it under instruments? All right, now to try out this new little Ableton Live Max for Live thing that my friend recommended. I gotta take some drums. trying to figure out how I can do it to where it does the effect. Because I think if I put it after, it only does the effect for certain like sounds, I guess. Like if I do this. Which is cool, but I would like to do it for the whole group of them. Would I have to make another group? Okay, okay. Is there a way to record different variations of this groove, for example, like me moving this and creating like different variations? Didn't record it. Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna need to record that as audio. Oh no, it did record the whole thing. Okay, I see how it does it now. So it records over it, but it's not really recording over it. It just kind of hides the rest of the recording, right? That's kind of how that works. Like if I expand this, it shows the recording before. Is there? Oh man, I fucking hate this scrolling mechanism. I swear. Is there a way to scoot this over so that I can hear the past stuff? Alright, there's no way. I have to like... I have to do that. I really need to get used to this window. Like this I kind of have it down, the session view, and I like it. I enjoy it a lot more. But then when it comes to like this view, it just like throws me off and it slows me down because it's like, fuck, bro. It just feels frustrating. Why did I consolidate that? No, that's not what I wanted. Control L. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Good morning. It's nighttime over here for me. just keeps evolving slowly. Yeah, baby. I'm gonna add some modulators onto this LFO here. I keep forgetting I don't have to drag and drop, I just double click. Put this in random. Let's map this to the filter. Let's do the same thing. For the harp. Yes. very interesting. Pro. And I can modulate any of these parameters. That's crazy. Let me save this project. Jesus. What does this mean? Would I like to delete the temporary files? You know what would be interesting? I saw here that there's an option for me to input like an audio track and then take the actually it doesn't show it for me. Because there was an option that I saw in the guy's video tutorial that I was watching right now, and for him in the input here he was able to put FL Studio, or it said FL Studio, so I wonder if I can somehow route the audio from my microphone, which is in FL Studio, out into Ableton. That would be really cool. That way I can do my vocal effects here and then just throw them into Ableton. That would be nice. Oh, stop. Hopefully this doesn't make my computer crash. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Oh, stop. Oh, this no big oh. Yeah, baby. Okay. This video was a little slow in the beginning, just because I was trying to figure out some stuff. But not bad for the final result here. I'm a little scared of whatever this means, though. Would you like to delete the temporary files in Ableton Live Recordings temporary project? I'm going to leave them just because I don't know what that means. I'll figure that out later. Ooh. But yes, I'm going to get off stream already. This was a fun one. I feel like every song that I've made in Ableton in these past 2 days, 3 days, have been this like dub techno style type of tracks, which is cool. And I think it's because of all the modulation that you can do in Ableton. It's just I can't get enough of just doing it, you know. And it's very subtle since it's a lot of loop based things here in the session. That's why it makes me create this style of dubish techno, which is cool. I really enjoy this type of techno because it's very hypnotic, and it just you don't get tired of just listening to it because it feels like it's constantly changing, but it's really not. It's just being modulated slightly randomly, you know. But something like this would be really fun to perform, you know, having something like that, having a vocal setup where I can do vocal stuff like that, and then doing like, you know, playing some stuff in. That would be fun. But yes, this is great. I'm loving this. I'm thinking of creating little loop packs and stuff like that with the things that I'm making and putting them out for the patrons. But we'll see, because I need to figure all that stuff out. That's kind of what I was struggling with today for like over an hour in this stream, was trying to figure out how I can export individual samples that I like added effects to in an easy way rather than having to overcomplicate it. But I kind of figured it out. I guess the resample feature, doing an audio track and doing a resample feature, is the best option, really. I just need to figure out the navigation here. That's what's really holding me back, is this weirdness of like moving this. But the reason that it's such a struggle for me is because I'm used to the one in FL Studio. Like this one is so different from the one here in FL Studio. This one feels, I mean, it feels better for me because it's just comfortable. But yeah, I need to make something in FL Studio. I feel like I don't wanna just abandon it either. But I think for the next 30 days, I'm gonna stick to Ableton, since I only have a 30-day trial for it. So I'm gonna stick to Ableton for the next 30 days. I'm gonna try to get a stream out every single day. So this is day 3 of the 30-day trial. And yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I will leave this up. I'm gonna try to do some timestamps so that you guys can skip over the nonsense of me trying to figure stuff out. Especially the beginning of this video was ridiculously long and me just really struggling. But yeah. Thank you guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or night, wherever you are. And I will be back tomorrow. Maybe even later today. Maybe even later in a couple of hours. I want to go, I need to eat something, and then I want to go and work out for a bit. And then maybe when I get back home, I'll get back on Ableton. We'll see. We'll see. Peace out. Peace out. Peace.